YouTube, good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Man, I've been out here with this sign now 4 years. When I first started with the message, I had a different font, and I was advertising DCBlackTours.com. Then I went from DCBlackTours.com to truthconductor.tv. And from truthconductor.tv, I came up with this one right here. This is the sign. This is the last, I guess, correction or change. I just decided to ride this one out. And sitting down in front of the White House, where the world meets, I've not had one person from all over the world that come up and say, I disagree with this. I don't agree with this. Everyone I have encountered agree that we need to stop hating each other because we disagree. And it just makes you wonder that if you can have a statement that everyone agrees with, why ain't somebody trying to sponsor that? Think about it. If you have a statement that everybody agrees with, why you can't get a sponsor? Why ain't nobody beating your door down? Because you got the answer. You got the answer. Now, imagine if I can make this message this popular without money. Edward, how you doing? Thank you for joining me, brother. If I could make this message popular without money, what you think I can do if I had some money? How much more do you think I can promote this if I had somebody behind me? How creative do you think I can be? Because see, I'm not looking for a win situation. I'm looking for a win-win situation where I win and the sponsor is winning as well. See, most of these deals are just a win situation where the person that's being sponsored is really the winner. And the sponsor kind of got their fingers crossed that it's going to work out. And I'm saying, man, if you help the sponsor, if you promote the sponsor, how come you can't have a win-win situation? Why can't everybody win? Because I told y'all, see, one of my things is I want stock and money. I don't want all money. I want some stock. And the reason I want some stock is because that's what I'm going to try to make move, the stock. That's what my goal is, to make the stock move. And I'm going to do that by taking some of the money that I get and putting it back into the people that's supporting. See, this attitude, hold on, y'all, it's hot up in here. Remember, see, this is the problem right now. Most folk don't know how to grow money. Well, see, Steve, that's because they have no concept of growth. That's why they take the money. Because they don't understand growing. They don't understand taking some of that money that you've given and put it back into the people that's making you successful. Right now, everybody's successful. Look at the people that's making them successful like they beggars. And those are the people responsible for making you successful. And you don't even want to turn around and give back to the people that's making you successful. That's all I'm saying. Man, if you enjoy some element of success, give back to the people that's responsible. You got all of these entertainers and athletes that's got to walk around with security because they don't want to give. What's going on, Tanya? Well, I don't know, Tanya, if this is a rich man's trick or if it's just ignorance on the part of people. Because you're going to have some kind of creativity that you can use to expand, to grow, to increase. And see, the one thing we're not taught to work for ourselves. We're taught to go to school, get a good education so we can get a good job. Don't nobody tell us, go to school, get you a good education, work for yourself. You don't hear that. And what I'm saying to you is, man, if somebody's making you successful, you should have some of their stock. Because if you take the money they're giving you and put it back into the people that's supporting you, the stock is going to move. The stock is going to move. And that's what I want. I want stock, because if you work the thing right, they could give you. Let me give you an example. Somebody could give you, let's say $10 million. $5 million in cash, $5 million in stocks. If you take that $5 million in cash and turn around and put some of that back into the people, that $5 million you got in stock could end up being 20, 30, or 40 million. Depending on, and as long as you're creating money with your stock, you can always pull some of that out and keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. But everybody, see, I keep telling y'all, a closed fist ain't got nothing coming to it. Nothing whatsoever can get into this. And this is how most people are operating today, with a closed fist. Because they don't know what you're going to do with the money. And see, right there, you have cursed yourself because you're giving it with a tainted heart, out of suspicion and whatever else you want to have with it. It ain't coming purely from your heart. And that's what you're getting back. The same suspicion, the same doubt, because that's what you're sowing. Isn't it amazing, man? I don't have one person that can disagree with this message. Not one person in the whole world that can disagree with this message right here. Not one person can disagree with this message. But yet, they're afraid to support me financially. And let me show you how serious this is. I got 6 people up in here, and not one of them have hit the like button. Not one. Not one. But 6 of them up in here listening to everything I got to say. But yet, you can't help me be successful, but you can come in and glean and get all you can for you. See, it's a win situation for you because only you are benefiting. And see, and this is the thing that people have to be conscious of. Man, you're gonna have to, a lot of times, you're gonna have to motivate yourself. A lot of times, you're gonna have to motivate yourself. You're gonna have to keep encouraging yourself because people are gonna be afraid to uplift you, to encourage you, to inspire you. Now, if it come along and you get some press, then everybody gonna want to jump on the bandwagon then. But see, when they had the opportunity, when they saw you, when they first discovered you, they didn't do anything with it. But now that it's the thing to do, everybody gonna want to jump on the bandwagon. And see, and this is what's messing up a lot of our young people. A lot of our young people are being ignored while they trying to do it, trying to get it, trying to be it. And then once they do, they're overwhelmed with all of this fake praise and support that they think is genuine, and it's not. See, we and maybe man, maybe I'm looking at this as the wrong way. You know, I can accept that people are not gonna like my content. I can accept. I even got a yesterday. I got a message from conservative atheists talking about I'm trying to check and see if you still around. I don't even want to respond to that foolishness, man. You know, here's somebody talk about my dead mama. And it'll turn around now that he dying because he got cancer. And now it's just, oh, I was just playing. I was just kidding. What's going on, David? No, man, right here. I haven't found one person that disagree with this message. Not one person. Just stop hating each other because you disagree. I've presented that message all over the world, right there in front of the White House, and I have not found one person that disagrees with this message. Not one person. From all over the world, not one person has disagreed with that message. Not one. Not one has disagreed with that message. None of y'all disagree with the message. But why are you scared to support me financially? Why are you scared to make me a success? I mean, think about it. You agree with what I'm saying, but I don't know what you're going to do with the money if I help you. That's your fear. That's your fear. And it's your fear that's hurting you, not me. See, your fear is hurting you because your fear has you paralyzed. Your fear got you scared to pay it forward. And you'd rather sit back and watch and not be blessed, because if you reap what you sow and you ain't sowing nothing, what you gonna reap? Let me say that again. And see, and this is the problem with a lot of Christians right now. A lot of Christians want God to come to their aid, but yet they don't want to act like God and come to somebody else's aid. But they always want somebody to help them. But they ain't trying to help nobody. They ain't trying to uplift nobody. They ain't trying to encourage nobody. But, True Conductor, I agree with your message. Man, if I had $1 for every time somebody then came down in front of the White House and say, man, I agree with your message, I wouldn't even be in this hotel. If I had $1, not 10, not 100, $1. Every time somebody then came up and say, sir, I agree with your message, thank you for being here, and wouldn't put $1 in the bucket. Not $1. And I go religiously share my playlist, trying to be encouraging, trying to be positive, trying to do something different. And everybody agreed. But, man, I don't know what you're going to do with the money. I can't support you. And you know what's the cause of that? Black Lives Matter. You'll be surprised subconsciously. Okay? What's going on, Laurie? You'll be surprised subconsciously how many people see me and see Black Lives Matter, how they done messed over all that money they got. That's what they see. They don't see me, True Conductor, I'm building a brand. They see, man, we gave Black Lives Matter a lot of money. Here's another black person gonna do the same thing. See, you ain't gonna separate me. And I'll tell you in a minute, man, fuck Black Lives Matter. And I done told them to their face, you're full of shit. Right in front of the White House. Yes, indeed. They came with a Black Lives Matter protest in front of the White House. I had my microphone and my music. Talk about black on black crime. See, we don't discuss that. We ain't gonna talk about how we treat each other. But yet, Black Lives Matter. And listen. See, in our community, when we disagree with each other, that's a death sentence, man. That's a death sentence. When these young kids out here, they call them their op. That's my opposition. You kill your opposition. They tell you that in the music. They tell you that in the music. And yet, don't nobody see it. Man, maybe we need to get him in the black community to start talking about this. Maybe we need to get in front of some black kid. He do black history. Maybe he can reach them a different way. But you're hostage in your own community. You're complaining about the crime that's out of control. But yet, you ain't trying to give nobody new a chance. But you're complaining because crime is out of control. And the people that you're paying ain't got no answers. Because if they did, it wouldn't be happening. But you're scared to give somebody else a chance. And tell me, and not just DC, all over the country, man, crime is out of control. And if you look at the people that's committing the crime, it's young black kids. That's the majority of them that's doing it. Because those are the ones they're going to use to instill the fear in you. Yet you don't want to put nothing different in front of them. I mean, I don't know what else to say or do, man. I really don't. You know, I didn't just come on the scene. I ran for mayor of Washington, D.C. in 94 against Marion Barry. That's when I came on the scene in 1994. And I ain't never left. I've been speaking up ever since I ran for mayor. And you know how many people talking about I'm clout chasing? Because I have not been afraid to speak up. I mean, it's just that simple. Well, see, David, when you defile yourself, you know, you say one thing, but in reality, you mean something different. See, you can't come out here confessing Jesus as your Lord and Savior and cool with adultery or same-sex marriage or fornication or stealing or lying. See, you got so many Christians right now that compromise on morality, and they think God is cool with it, and God ain't cool with it. God ain't gonna accept it. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to make that hard choice. Because you're demonized, man. You come out against same-sex marriage, you're demonized. You got teachers right now whose sole objective is to get as many kids as they can attracted to that gay and lesbian lifestyle. That's their job. That's their mission. To get these kids trapped in that lifestyle. And I'm glad, man, I'm just glad ain't none of my children are out of school. I'm glad. Because this is one parent that probably would be in jail. Because I walk the halls of my kids' school. It's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple. And seeing when you stand up and speak on this, they want to demonize you. maybe that's the reason I don't get the business that I should be getting, because I do speak out against this. And maybe this is why. And there's a lot of people that agree with what I'm saying and would rather see me go out of business than to support me to keep saying what they agree with. Isn't it interesting if I'm saying, let's go Brandon, which means fuck Joe Biden, I could get rich? If I come out and start spreading that message right now, let's go Brandon, man, I'll be out of this hotel overnight. Have me a brand new vehicle paid for overnight. Spreading some division and some hatred. But to do the opposite, to try to bring people together, to say, come on, man, let's talk. Don't get that support. See, can't get no support for that. And the same thing is happening to a lot of these young people. It's a lot of young kids out here, man, that's trying to do the right thing. Trying to walk the straight and narrow and getting absolutely no encouragement, get no uplift, get no support. And now you're wondering why they turn into something negative. I mean, isn't it interesting? For a lot of these young girls, their first default move for them is OnlyFans. Look how they done glamorize, degrading yourself, humiliating yourself, just to get some money. Okay? Okay? But see, this is my thing. All these people talking about Jesus Christ, them the ones you keep your eyes on. Jesus Christ was a lifestyle. Let me say that again. Go back and look. Jesus is a lifestyle. Okay? Well, David, if that message is never successful, they'll never see it. That's what I've been trying to tell people. If I could say this all day long. If the people don't help me make this successful, ain't nobody gonna see that. Ain't nobody gonna know that. Ain't nobody gonna hear about that. They're not gonna hear about it if it's not successful, and it takes the people to make it successful. I can't do it by myself. I can't do this. I cannot make this successful by myself. I need people to help me make that successful. And how do they help me support me financially? Say, because see, let me show you something. See, they gonna follow the money. These young kids and a lot of these old folk, when somebody get a bunch of money, it gets their undivided attention. And right now, if a sponsor right now, when it frees up like that, some joker trying to call me, leaving a worthless voicemail. But anyway, they're going to follow the money, man. That's what people do. Right now, they going to follow the money. And if somebody put a bunch of money on this message, it's going to get people all over the world undivided attention. Because now they see something that's positive that has generated a rags to riches moment. Now, if you think I'm lying, tell me the last rags to riches story you know of that everybody's familiar with. Tell me the last rags to riches story you know of that everybody else know about. But we know the rich is still getting richer. But what rags to riches story do you know? Think about it. But the rich is still getting richer. Okay? Lori, Bermuda. What? Hey! Oh! Man, wait a minute. I just one of my biggest supporters right now is in Bermuda. Is in Bermuda right now. Okay? There you are. Yes. Man, this person right here, listen, I got 3 people that are responsible for me being in this hotel. One, Everett Overton, Coach E. is my biggest supporter. And right on his heels is Bernie. Bernie is the next, and then Laura. This person right here that's in Bermuda. Them are my three biggest support. I wouldn't be here today if it was not for them. That's the truth. Okay? That's the God heaven truth right there. Okay? So thank you, man. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. It's been a long time, girl. I gotta call you. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. But no, man. This is what I'm and again. What I'm trying to get people to see is take advantage of the opportunity. And right now, the first company that comes out trying to unite people are going to get paid. Because we got so much darkness, so much division, so much animosity, so much unforgiveness in the world. The person that's trying to change that narrative is the one that's going to get paid. And folk can't even see that, man. Right now, people are begging for somebody to stand up and say, come on, man, let's stop this. And the only thing that's going to get their attention, money. Money going to get their attention. And right now, you got companies that are missing a golden opportunity to be the first one. Y'all, there's a blessing on being the first. Now, you know, a lot of the stuff that I talk about the Bible. See, when somebody tell you something, if they can't show you a demonstration in the Bible, man, they manipulating your emotions. There was this pool that the angel would come down and stir the water. And this guy was paralyzed, handicapped, however you want, laid by the pool for years. And every time the angel would come and stir the water, somebody else would be the first one in. And he couldn't get healed. And Jesus came along and healed him. See, there is a blessing with being the first. And what I'm trying to show some businesses and some sponsors, man, be the first, trying to unite people, and then you're now setting the tone. See, everybody else want to jump on the bandwagon when the tone has already been set. Now they're going to pile on and try to do their little interpretation. But it's the first one that always set the record, that always dictate how it's done. If you're the first, see, can't nobody come and tell you how to do it when you're the first one to do it. It's the way you say it's going to be done because you're the first. It's just that simple. And what a lot of us don't want to do is be the first. A lot of us don't want to be the first, man. A lot of us don't want to be the first because being the first sometimes is brutal. Being the first, sometimes you might be the only one on the front line. When you're the first, You might be the only one with the courage to stand up and fight and not give in. And that's what the one thing that has been my biggest challenge is to just stay in the fight, man. Not want to give up, not want to give in, not want to throw the towel in. See, that's been my biggest challenge. Because, sometimes I sit back and say, Lord, what am I doing wrong? Wow, thank you. Bermuda, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing in Bermuda? One day I'm gonna come, man. I need to come get some of that sunshine. I really do. But and Laura, thank you so very much. Yeah, man, that's a good person. Some good people. Y'all 14, y'all got a good lady there with you, for real. She got a heart good as gold. And don't fuck with her either. Okay, so let's make sure you don't get down there messing with her. Okay, because there are some people that do like her and care about her and will come to her rescue. So please don't mess with her down there. Because y'all don't want Truth Conductor coming to Bermuda to confront you about messing with my friend. So be nice to her. Okay. But no, man. This and see, listen to me, y'all. It's all about a win-win situation. Okay? It's about a win-win situation. If somebody help you, help somebody else, man. Without them having to ask you. Help somebody else. And see, and this is what we got to get back to, some compassion for each other. That's what's missing. If good people would start having some compassion for other good people, man, we could change this thing around overnight. All right? That's it for me, man. I just want to tell y'all, I haven't found one person in the whole world to disagree with this message right here. I have not found one person to disagree with it. And my biggest challenge is just not giving up, not being discouraged, not losing hope. That's my biggest challenge, not losing hope. That's my biggest challenge. I got to get out here. Man, I had a little grocery cart that I was using to get on the subway and whatnot. And a couple of, one station, the escalators weren't working. And I had to drag my cart down this escalator, and the joint ended up just totally falling apart. So I gotta go get either Saturday night, early Sunday morning, I gotta go buy me another grocery cart so I can get back out, man, because I'm still getting back out with my message. I'm still going back to the White House with my message. Stop hating each other because you disagree. Now, in fact, Tuesday, they got this. See, and let me tell y'all something. See, I keep telling you, it ain't who you know, it's who knows you. And yesterday, when I was sitting down in front of the White House, man, I saw this cameraman. He's with Associated Press. And he's always giving me play when I'm in the crowd. He always makes sure my sign is in his live shot. And He came by, he said, I'm headed over to the State Department. They got a protest over there. He said, but they won't let but about 100 people get up in there. They shut it down. They're real tight. He said, but Tuesday, a Jewish protest is going to be in D.C. Now, we just had this Palestinian protest last Saturday. But Tuesday, this Jewish group is going to be in, and I'm going to be right down in the middle of them, buddy. I'll be right down in the middle of them with my music and my sign. I'll be right in the middle of them. I sure will. Okay? With my music and this sign right here. I sure will. And like I said, I have not found one person in the world that disagrees with this. And isn't it interesting that I can be negative and get rich overnight and be positive and face nothing but suspicion? What is he up to? And I'm trying to bring people together. And they scared. Ain't no place safe. And they wondering what I'm up to. I'm trying to help save us all, man. That's what I'm up to. I'm trying to make it peaceful for everybody. And if I can just get the good people to come together, I've done my part. And that's all I'm trying to do is get good people to come together. I sure do. I sure do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You got my number. You got my number. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Send it. I'm sure my Zelle, I better have Zelle, better be working. But no, man. This is how it starts right here. This how it starts. Somebody's gonna have to say, you know what, man, let's get this message out. Because I didn't make the rules. I'm just playing by them. And the rules say, if you're gonna be successful, okay, thank you. And if you're going to be successful, man, see, this is what I learned in politics. Y'all know I told you I ran for mayor. In case you think I'm lying. In case you think I'm lying, okay? Look, I ran for mayor in 1994, okay? Against Marion Barry. That was his fourth term as mayor. I was in that group. You might not recognize me because I had hair then, but I was in that group. Okay? And what I learned from this experience right here, no matter how good you are, no matter how good your platform is, if ain't nobody supporting you financially, you ain't viable. And as long as I don't get financial support for this, it ain't a viable message. Don't nobody believe in it. That's how the system look at it. Not me. I didn't make the rules. But as long as don't nobody support that financially, it don't mean shit to the establishment. Because money is what's going to get their attention. Do you know if I became a rags to riches story, everybody and their mama would want to know my story? And how can I tell my story and not tell the story, include the person that made it possible? Think about it. How can I tell my story and not tell the story of the person that made it possible? I can't do it. And if I got some of your stock, I'm trying to make your stock move. See, I told y'all, if we want to heal the world right now, man, we need to unite the families. That's what the problem is. We got too many families that are torn apart. Too many families are torn apart. It's just that simple. Let's see. Let me look at my email. On that fact, let's see. Well, the one account that I got it on this phone. I got to look on this phone. My bank account and everything is on this phone. So I got to wait until... Yep. Sure did. Yes, it did. Just dropped down. Yes, it did. I got it. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you, boy. Thank you. I got it. It just notified me. I got it. I did. Thank you. Boy, that's some pressure off, man. That's pressure off. Praise God. That's pressure off, man. Pressure off. Thank you. Man, this person just blessed me. Just was a blessing. And I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a word for it. I don't have words for it. I really don't. And the only thing that I try to do, man, is just keep my head up. And sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it really is difficult. And sometimes, man, I get knocked flat on my ass. Get knocked on my ass. Okay? Sometimes I get knocked on my ass. But I come home, get a good night's sleep, and start the fight over all again the next day. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. And I promise you, man, I will always pay it forward. I promise you. Let me make it. See, ain't nobody got to ask me. Man, in fact, I'm offended if you got to ask me for something, because I have a great relationship with God. And when God, if all you got to do is be around me. And if God want me to bless you, he gonna tell me. All right? Thank you. Man, that group just blessed me. They just blessed me. That's all I can tell you. I got another week in the hotel. I got another week, buddy. I got me another week. Praise God. Yes, I do. Now, all I got to do is get me some money to get me a new cart. And I'm good. Oh, man. But, no, seriously. Encourage yourself. Okay? Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Encourage yourself, man. And see, y'all, I'm 70 years old. It's not like I'm out here as a young buck in my 30s and 40s. Man, I'm 70 years old. And I'm still trying to throw ideas up on the wall to make something work. I'm still, participating. I'm still believing. I'm still trying. Even when it don't look like things gonna work out, I'm still in the fight. And this is what I'm trying to show y'all. Man, sometimes you just going to have to make up your mind. You're going to still be in the fight. And it might look like you getting your butt kicked. But you know what? If you're still in the fight, you might land one lucky punch. If you're still in the fight, you got a chance to land a lucky punch. And you can only do that when you're still in the fight, buddy. When you're still in the fight. When you ain't trying to give up. Okay? So anyway, man, thank y'all. Thank you so very, 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 very much. Okay? And matter of fact, tonight, man, I'll be back tonight. I'm gonna come back again. All right? But let me go. They sent me some money, so I want to go and make sure I get this money. I'll be back.